What is up? What is up? Hunnaball is late. I know. I'm livid, guys. I'm straight up livid. I can't even put on an act right now. I'm so mad. And this has nothing to do. Nothing to do with the game that we watched. I'm gonna be candid with you guys. I have no goddamn clue what happened in this one. If no one joins, I'm not gonna blame them. I'm absurdly late. During daylight savings time, no less. But if you're here rocking with Hunnaball, if you're here to join, I appreciate it. If not, I get it. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed how late this is. I'm embarrassed with the night. I'm gonna get copywritten. Who gives a shit? Like, I don't know, man. Let's make sure that we're live. Everything's good and going. I don't even have music. Mohammed, it did not make me feel better. Yeah, no, I'm assuming. I didn't know what the hell happened. It looks like the Commanders didn't look good. I mean, I heard JD5 exited with an injury, but apparently he was fine to play the rest of the game. Bill Krosky-Merritt did a whole lot of nothing. Can't say I'm surprised. Chris Rodriguez equaled him in carries. That sucks. Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet didn't do jack squat. JSN, 129 yards, 0 tubs. Still a good game. Cody White. Horton, here's a 2. Touchdowns. Elijah Arroyo, I cannot believe. I mean, I can believe how far apart this game was because we know the Commanders. Darnold was 17 for 17 in the first half. That's incredible. It seems like they played keep away for most of the first half. My Commanders suck. I'm sorry, OJ Luck. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for popping in. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm fucking irate right now. I'm really mad. We need 2 things to happen tonight. We need Chris Brown to join. And we need Karok's teeth to join. Sunday Night Football sucks. Agreed. Jeff, agreed. Again, I appreciate you guys being in here. I know it's late. I know we're at the buzzer here. I mean, it's almost, it's almost midnight Eastern on daylight savings time, no less. I don't know how long the stream's going to be. I mean, I hope it'll be a while, but, we might do a tier list or a quiz or something. Who knows? Let's get a playlist going, a Nintendo playlist, because why not? Because we need it. We need it. Daniels got hurt. Apparently he got hurt, but I mean, he didn't miss any time, so apparently he was good. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't see a single down. Not a single down. So feel free to sound off. I know we got a couple Commanders fans in here, Muhammad, OJ Luck, so feel free to sound off, fellas. Sound off with your takeaways. I smell like death. It was 21-0. Yeah, it seems like Commanders in the first half threw an interception. Seahawks scored. Hawks kicked it to us. We dropped it. They scored again. Turnovers, it looks like. Daniels threw a pick. Jalen Lane lost a fumble. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. AJ Barner lost a fumble but recovered it. I don't know if he recovered his own. I'm assuming he did. Did they get to Daniels? 4 sacks, not bad. 4-0 sacks. Listen, the way to beat Sam Darnold is simple. It's simple. You just get to him. You pass rush. Oh, man. I'll tell you guys, I'm playing... As you can see, I'm wearing my flag football team shirt. Show us your TDs. This means nothing. It means nothing. I'd rather rep the college that I transferred out of. Go Huskies. Fight on. Fucking disgraceful, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. What happened with flag football? I cannot not talk about this anymore. Let me explain my frustration. I'm sorry that I'm so angry. Today was such a fun day of football. Yes, the Giants lost, but to be honest, that's par for the course this season, okay? What happened with flag football? I'm so glad you asked. Listen, if you want to hear a more analytical discussion, did you get DK Metcalf and flag? If you guys want to hear a more analytical discussion about the Seahawks, about the Commanders, about today's games, we'll do that later, but game summary, Darnold went off, Daniels was uncomfortable, O-line, Kami O-line, got dog walked, everyone on the Hawks had a career game or broke a record. I mean, shit, if Leo's getting to the quarterback, anything's possible. Let's talk about my flag football game. I played Ashkan. What is up? Peter gonna need Dan Jones nowadays. I don't. Caleb Williams, QB1. Thanks a lot, buddy. Hey, but good win, Ashkan. My kicker, Jason Myers, went for 9 with 5-point afters made. 1 kick from 40 to 49. Cool. Take it. Just gonna look at my league matchups really quick, but Ashkan's calling it. Yeah, it looks like pretty chalk. Yeah, is what it is. Why not? So, okay. Let's talk about my adult flag league, because you guys, I love talking about my personal life. I'm a huge narcissist. I played in 2 games tonight. One of them I was playing with my old team, and it came down to the wire. It was a close game. It was, I believe, they were up. We were up 5. Other teams moving the ball down the field. They're just moving it on us. And sure enough, ball goes my way, but there's someone in front of me. So there's a corner in front of me. Ball goes my way. Corner in front of me. He tips it, houses it. Ball game. Walk off pick 6. Vibes are high. I run all the way down. I'm having fun. I'm high-fiving. I'm like, this team is fun again. Who knew flag football? Who knew adult flag football was supposed to be fun? This is great. Hurt my foot. My foot's killing me. My foot's killing me. My hips are killing me. Fast forward to the next game. The game with my actual team. It is the undefeated matchup, the 1 versus the 2. Of course, the other team is down like 4 players, so they call in some subs. They text people, they bring in ringers, and of course, they call some high-quality subs. They call people that are like big difference makers in the league, big needle movers, and one of the moms that I have a giant crush on, you know, etc. She's amazing, and I'm not just talking about looks, like she's just, you know, a hell of a player. Back and forth affair. We go down, we score. They go down, they score. And you can tell my team was like, oh shit. From the rest of the game on, we're playing on tilt. We're playing on tilt. Not that we played bad. We went down and scored again. But you could tell we just weren't good on defense. We weren't good on defense. And you can point the finger at me. Here's the thing. My team thinks I fucking suck. Which is like, at first I was like, I'm not that good. No, that's fucking bullshit. Sorry to swear. It's nonsense, bro. My team thinks I suck. Because they're sitting there and they're like, Hunter, why are you like letting this matchup go? I'm like, because their quarterback has 12 seconds to throw the damn ball. And I'm getting pushed up. I had a sick pick. Would have gone house call. Ref calls pass interference. As if I didn't play the ball. I don't know last time you guys checked. An interception is playing the ball. I would have housed it. It would have been ball game. I got a pick. I had green grass in front of me. I was going to go house call. I had a great pick. Called defensive PI. So after that, I'm like, great, I can't be physical. The ref's on me. Of course, we had this ref who thinks it's the goddamn NFL. This guy's calling everything, throwing flags left and right. It was a joke. So then the game gets a little out of hand because they throw a touchdown and then someone runs into someone else. Then they start pushing and shoving. Pushing and shoving back and forth. And I'm like, normally when something like that happens, I'm like, oh shoot, this is fun. This is great. Every time a fight breaks out in the NFL, I'm like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Let's see. This was not that. This was anything but that. They're going back and forth, arguing, pushing and shoving each other. I'm like, oh my God, a punch might be thrown. People are yelling at each other. They're swearing like, you're a bitch, man. You suck. You're an old man. Making fun of people's appearance, calling people fat. You don't do that in an adult flag football league. You don't call another man fat, even if it's true. You don't say that. What is the bar? What is the standard? What have we agreed on? This is, again, I am one of the youngest people in this league, and even I was like, good God almighty. The ref had to get involved. We had to stop the game. And the worst part is the ref is like, hey, call the captains out. We got to figure out what the hell's going to happen here. The captain was the one in the fight. The captain was the one about to throw a haymaker. I'm telling you, man, I have never been in the middle of a fight. I have played sports. I have coached sports. I have never been in the middle of a potential fist fight. I am literally next to people. Sam Grease, America's Gone Soft. Yeah, there's that. I am in the middle of these guys. I am going like this, extending. I'm like, guys, this is stupid. This is an adult flag football league. Now is no time. Now is no time to get into a fight. What are we doing? So I'm pushing people aside like the mediator. You guys know me. I'm kind of a hothead. I'm the level-headed one in this situation. I am pushing a 40-year-old man and a 25-year-old. Both of them should be more mature than me. And here I am, guys, you know what? It's just a game. I said my line. I'm like, no one's gonna die. That wasn't met. Usually that line's met with laughter. They didn't like it this time. They didn't like that line. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? So we go to halftime, barely, because there's like 4 fights breaking out at this point. We go to halftime, they score, they're up like 2 points or whatever, because it's an extra point when a girl scores a damn touchdown, and one of their subs was a girl, so it felt unfair, but in reality, it's like, come on. Really? We're gonna throw the book at them in adult flag football. So I'm like, guys, let's huddle up. Come on, let's huddle up. Let's talk this out. No one comes over. I'm just some slapdick to these guys. Like, yeah, whatever, Hunter. We don't need you. We're just gonna keep fighting with them because they're messing with us. Like, are you kidding me? Where's the class? Where's the respect? You guys don't understand. I don't stream football games because I'm here to like, oh, you know, I've got nothing better to do. I love this game. There's so much elegance and class and history in this game. I don't know who's in here, but whoever's in here can recognize that football is a classy sport. Concussions, people murdering people, it is what it is. But there's class and elegance and history. Drop a like if you love football. I love football, man. And at the end of the day, if you can't take your emotions aside, if you can't, you know, step out, mind you, the captain who's arguing, this guy, he's like getting into it. He's like, he walks up to the ref, and this is what he says. I swear to you, this is basically what he says. I'm paraphrasing. He goes, hey, Mr. Official. I'm like, what is he gonna say? And he's like, I'm invoking rule 41B or whatever. They don't have enough players, thus they should have to forfeit, and the score should be 14-0 because we will not be playing this game. We didn't discuss this. There was no like, hey guys, what do you think? Maybe we should like think about calling this game since they don't have enough subs. Mind you, this is where I get into play a little bit because I have been playing for basically any team that'll take me. You guys just heard I was subbing for another team before this game. So they're like, hey, if they have enough players, who cares if they're a sub or not? This is an adult flag football league. You know, it's not who cares? Who cares? And they're like, no, you guys don't have enough players. Nonsense. Nope. We're calling for a forfeit. And I'm like, you're going to throw the book at them? And they're like, no, that's bullshit. Hunter subs for everyone's team all the time. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, see, I screwed us here. I screwed us. I made us look like a bunch of slapdicks because I am living proof that you can sub whoever, whenever. People have been complaining about me for 5 weeks now. Like, it finally comes back to bite me in the ass. But no, I didn't want to forfeit the stupid game. I don't come out there to be like, let's forfeit. You know, let's call it. They don't have enough players. I don't want to play. Henry Ruggs and Rashid Rice, pure class. Exactly. Say what you will about a hit and run DUI. That stays off the field. That stays off the field. You know what I mean? Say what you will about Brian Kelly. That's not a good example. Say what you will about Bill Belichick dating young. Say what you will about Ray Lewis allegedly killing a guy. Say what you will about Odell Beckham, you know, whatever the hell he's been up to, the boat picture, all that. You don't disrespect the game of football. Not on my watch. I'm telling you guys, I coach little kids and I've never seen anything like this. And there's so much more to this story. Guy throws the book at him and the ref's like, we're not doing that. Even people on my team, myself included, I'm like, I'm not calling this game. It's tied or we're down 2. You want us to call the game? What are we, a bunch of losers? Bunch of sissies that can't hang with the big boys? My captain wants to call the game. This guy's like double my age. Mike Vick, another good example. He wants to call the game, and my boss is like, really? Because my boss / the commissioner of the league was one of the subs. And this is when it gets hazy. Because my boss is now like, no, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. Come on, man. I'm like, rightfully so. And then my boss is wearing a Panthers hat. This was kind of funny. We're like getting into another argument at halftime. My boss is wearing a Panthers hat. And then one of my teammates, he goes, Panthers fan, makes sense. I know a couple Panthers fans. I couldn't tell you one characteristic. Trevor Lawrence, the top 5 quarterback. Yeah, you wish, buddy. Barely beat the Raiders. Team win, but you wish. We're waiting for Chris to join. Once Chris joins, I'm completely throwing this story out. But I'm going to keep going. Trevor's probably staying like right there. Right there. Sam Darnold may move up though. Is Sam Darnold an MVP candidate? You guys tell me. So now we get to the third quarter. And you'd think like, oh, okay, well, you know, the energy's calmed down. We got halftime. We got to cool off, drink some water, you know, get into a huddle and really figure this out as a team. No way! Another fight breaks out with 2 minutes in. Another like, hey man, you're trying to push me, to the point where anytime there was any contact at all, it is like, oh great, what's gonna happen? Great, what's gonna happen? People are pushing and shoving like, don't touch me, man. It's like, it's flag football. Of course someone's gonna touch you, dude. So then we got one of our players, our best corner, who's, by the way, Matt Stafford all day. Okay, yeah, he had a good game. He's definitely moving up the elite tier, for sure. Drop a comment of who your MVP pick is, but I'm going to keep going. Then we got another one of our players, who our supposed best corner was getting eaten for lunch all day. You could tell he definitely was getting pissed off because his matchup was like 5 inches taller than him. They'd be like, Hunter, guard this guy. Like, I thought I was too shitty to play corner. Yes, Darnold MVP so underrated. Trevor Lawrence has no receivers in the flu. No shot. You're seeing Dak or Herbert pull that off. Ah, fair enough. You're not seeing Herbert pull that off. You're right. Trevor's better than Herbert. No one's gonna disagree with you. I can take that. I can take that. Almost lost to the Titans for God's sake. But man, so now our corner's getting into it, and this guy is like still getting at it. He's like yelling, and they're like, "That's it. Get off the field, man." They did not throw him out, mind you. They threatened to kick our players out. But then the ref was like, we're not doing that. We're not going to kick players out. Everybody just calm down. We're all adults. I have the power to throw these people out, but I'm not going to. Nah, man, we're good. Just everybody chill out. We're fine. Of course, our best corner, he's getting into it. And he's like, that's it. Just get off the field. Just get off the field, buddy. Get off the field. He gets off the field. This guy completely crashes out. Like, I've never seen an adult in my life. He's like, fuck this. He starts calling people. Bitch. Starts calling people all these names, throwing it out. What's up, Americans Dragons Disciple? What's up? I'm talking about my adult flag league because this game was super lame. And Seahawks won. There you go. That's my recap. Calls people a bunch of names. Mind you, this is the same guy that was like Panthers fan, of course. Okay. It's like, imagine I was wearing a Giants fan. If someone disrespected me and said, Giants fan, typical. I've been saying this whole story, I'm pretty level-headed in this situation. I'm throwing a punch. You do not disrespect the New York Giants in front of me and associate me and say that the fan base sucks. Who the hell are you? He gets kicked out. This guy, he's very mature about it. He takes the equipment, dumps it on the field. Like, flips a table, jumps it on the field. I'm like, everybody chill out, everybody stop. Mind you, I'm mad for two reasons. One, I'm embarrassed because my adult flag team is more immature than any youth team I've ever coached in my life. And two, and more importantly, one of the players was like, Hunter, sub out at corner. You're not covering him. I'm like, you almost threw a punch at the guy, and then he got eaten for lunch even worse than me. Mind you, I should have had a pick six, but the ref called a bullshit pass interference. And I didn't complain about it. I was mad. I didn't complain about it. So we got jerseys on the field. We got people calling each other names. Guy got thrown out. And guess what my team captain does? Guy walks out. Guy's like, that's it. I'm out of here. Dude it's a walkout. Dude walked out of the game. Is it that dude's first time here? I watched the whole game hoping Milrow would get it and they put in Locke. They didn't. I don't see Locke. Must have just handed it off. He walks out. It's a walkout. He walked out, dude. And then and then we lose. We lose. It sounds like what a couple people in our league would do. Seriously. It's funny. One of the guys actually looked like Sam. I don't know if you're in here, Sam. One of the classier guys looked like Sam. I just thought that was funny. But it's like, you're British, man? But, dude, then, so we lose the game. We lose the game by a touchdown, even though some controversial calls at the end. They called a sack when we had a big play. I'm like, really? A sack? I'm wide. I did drop a pass. I messed up. You know what happened? I couldn't focus because someone was like, hey, someone's necklace fell. This. And bro, if I lost this necklace, I'd be really bummed out. So I'm like trying to put it on with football gloves on. And they're like, snap. And I'm like, oh, great. So then I'm like holding it. And then I got to like, get me in next week. I'll play. Maybe. I think I'm leaving my team. I'm embarrassed. I'm like, I'm not going to rep this team. Show me your TDs, we are? Yeah, show me your TDs. The Hunter, 7-Eleven, always open. They don't even throw me the goddamn ball because apparently I suck. I had like 3 targets, caught 2 of them. Meanwhile, we got people dropping passes. We got people missing flags, getting in fights. I'm like, come on, what's the bar here? What's the standard? Come on. So my team captain has left the field. Another player has been thrown out, and the last guy who's my age, the same guy that said I basically sucked, he was like, why aren't you covering your man? I'm like, because you're not covering yours, asshole. You're really going to step to me right now? I'm on an island here guarding 2 people because you don't understand a simple flat zone. Let's make our own team. Shoot, I'm not mad at it. You don't understand a simple flat zone. Zone flat, whatever. Quarter third. I'm like, should we switch to a zone? I'm guarding 2 people. in my face telling me I can't play football. You can't even goddamn conduct yourself as a man. Gay men's, we lose. Great, you, Greg, Andrew, Blake, and Blake. Yeah, get Oshkon in there as well. But this guy can't even, like, hold his own. So, like, we lose the game, 37-30. Such shit. Such a brutal ending. Hunter officially requested trade confirmed by Ian Rappaport. Yeah. I was outraged. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, dude, because every single time there was any kind of call, I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, fuck. I'm like telling the other team, I'm like, I'm sorry. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is literally embarrassing. You know, normally when it's like you're rooting for a team or you're on a team and you're pretty biased, you're like, no, they're being crazy. My team had no defense here. None at all. If the Seahawks end up a wild card team, I have full confidence they make the NFC Championship. If they win their division, guaranteed first round exit, they can't play at home. I feel like the Seahawks can play at home. I mean, I know they're undefeated on the road. Their only 2 losses are at home. I think the Seahawks, 12th man, that place would be electric in a postseason game. And I don't think the Niners are all that, if we're being honest, but that's a whole nother story. They beat the Giants. Well, kudos to the Niners. But game ends, we lose, whatever, I'm pissed. I literally walk up to the ref after, because the ref was completely crashing out. I walk up to the ref after, I'm like, hey man, again, that was embarrassing, I'm really sorry. He's like, because if I did something, I'm like, all right, dude, okay, guy's getting $50 an hour, and he's acting like it's like the hardest job ever. I'm like, okay, buddy. But anyways, have a good one, Zebra. I hang out afterwards. And that's why I had to like diffuse the situation and figure out if my team is getting kicked out of the league, and there's still a chance we are. So that's why the stream's late. And just when you think it's over, the same guy who called me a chicken shit loser who can't defend, mind you, he's worse than I am in coverage, can't defend. This guy starts talking to the commissioner of the league / my boss. And they're getting into it. And I swear to you, it was the most uncomfortable thing ever, because I'm like, is there going to be another fight? There's like 3 people here. If there's actually a fight breaking out, I have no support. I'm just going to have to sit there and watch. I'm just going to have to sit here and accept it. It is what it is. Throw a punch, don't. I don't even care anymore. I'm just kind of sitting there watching. Not fun. You guys know me. I love drama. I watch The Real Housewives. No, I don't. But I watch Jersey Shore, Love Island. I love drama, high stakes. It's fun. This was not cool. I'm like, man, there are kids here. We're calling people bitches. I'm like, dude, come on. And they're going back and forth. He's like, don't tell me how to talk, man. You can't tell me how to talk, man. You're double my age. It's like, you're a kid. You don't have any standing to tell me. It's like a unstoppable force versus the immovable object. And I'm like, oh my God. So I try and diffuse the situation. The guy's like, you know what, screw this. And he walks off. And I walk up to him because he's on my team. Same guy that said I basically sucked. And I had to sweet the humble pie and like swallow it and just be like, hey man, you know what, I get it. We're young. We're young. Things get crazy. Hormones and shit. Whatever. I can't relate to this dude at all. And I'm like, hey man, you know, we're young. It is what it is. And he hits me with, he's like, no man, I'm done playing in this league. I'm done. I've had it. And like, I was like, hey man, you know what? Just take the weekend to think about it. But in my head, I'm like, see ya. All right. Helps me out. Saves me. You don't understand. They just need a scout to see them play. They'll be on the NFL team. Perfectly put, John. These guys are playing as if they're scouts in the stands ready to give them a job. It's embarrassing. It was embarrassing. And I told everyone that. I'm like, this is embarrassing. We had a little league conference at the end of the game. And my teammate, who another class act like me, this guy also coaches another class act like me, how humble I am. And he's like, yeah, honestly, like I'm embarrassed by my team. Like if you want to suspend us for a week, if you want to throw some players out, like no one's going to fault you. I'll literally relay the message and support it. And I'm like, likewise, I'm outraged. I'm fucking outraged. Not to swear, I'm sorry guys, but. So my adult flag league, which was supposed to be like the fun release, the fun workout. Everybody's having fun. I know I'm a bad person because I would have got some slurs off if people were already name calling. Yeah, they were throwing them. They were throwing slurs and like all kinds of swear words. I'm like, dude, I feel bad when I like miss a catch. I'm like, damn it. Because there are kids on the sideline playing football. Like you can't pull yourself out of it. So if it's up to me, if I was commissioner, dude, I'm diffusing this team. I'll tell you guys, I sub in for a bunch of other teams, mainly because I like playing the game. I love football, obviously. That's why we're here. But to be candid with you, it's also because I just hate playing with my team. We have no idea who's good and who's not. We've been playing with leads this whole time, so we have no idea like what our offense is. We have no plays. We have no defensive structure. All we have are a bunch of hotheads who are athletic, kind of, so we're getting away with it. This was supposed to be the championship season, and our goddamn captain's walking off and calling for the other team to forfeit because they don't have enough players. Three big like altercations happened in an adult flag football league. It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to the game of football. And I'm sorry that I'm not talking about Seahawks Commanders. It seems like you guys are hanging out, which I really appreciate. But I just needed to vent this out. Like, we're 25 minutes into the stream. Because I was pissed because I look at the clock. I'm like, damn, Seahawks Commanders has been over for a while. I'm like, I'm late. I'm late because I've been putting out fires. Mind you, I matched with a firefighter on Bubble. Pretty sure she's a bot. So it's just wins all around. So yeah, fellas, moral of the story is if you're 20, I know Gail's like a younger fella, like 20, 21. If you're 20, if you're 30, if you're 40, that doesn't make you above the game. You're not better than the game. Be a man. Be a man. Damn, I'm so hot, dude. I'm also sweating like a whore in church. Oh, man. Anyways, that's that. We'll talk about the NFL now. But I just needed a vent, and I appreciate you guys for hanging through. This has been such a shit show, man. It's a chat going. People still in here. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Couldn't even flirt with moms. Couldn't even flirt with moms. One of the hot moms that I think it's a big flirt. She was talking to me a bunch. She's got a kid. That's great. Could probably make it on the Cowboys defense, or Vrabel could give them touches instead of Travion. Hey man, Travion had a fine game. I mean, it's frustrating. If you started Travion and lost in fantasy, I'm sorry. I won in fantasy, so like I'm mad about starting Travion and sitting Rico Dowdle, but my team did okay. My team did A-okay. Travion still got 12 points. Probably won't play him ever again, but you know what? He was fun. Today made me believe. Oshkon can believe. Washington was letting Sam Darnold complete Brett Favre shovel passes. I was bewildered. I've been saying it, guys. Washington is not that good. I watched them play the Giants, and I said it. I was like, Washington is not that good. And we said it. I was very confident, as you can see. Don't have a bet of the day, but you can see right here. Seahawks -3. Thought it was free. Should have bet it. Maybe both their daddies. Hot moms, thumbs up. I mean, I guess. I'd like a mom build without a kid. You know what I mean? Just being honest with you guys. Keep it G real around here. Hunnaball. But yeah. So I'm pissed. But anyways, this week was really fun, though. If you didn't get the chance to watch a lot of football, I'm sorry. I feel bad for people who started Roma Dunse. Did that as well. Did that as well. Thank God for Brock Bowers and going against a pretty bad outing from this other guy. So the guy I played, I mean, we'll just look at it, right? So I had Caleb, who caught a touchdown and threw it through 3. That was sweet. He had 2 grabs on the day, which was hilarious. Look at this. 2 receptions, 22 receiving yards, a touchdown. They went Philly, and it worked. Rome got me 0. James Cook kind of underwhelmed. Travion underwhelmed. Bowers put on. T-Mac underwhelmed. Rashee Rice went under projection, but he was fine. Bobby Wagner looks like he hates life. I can't blame him. Dude should have retired 5 years ago. Jason Myers, fine. Jacksonville defense, kind of a letdown, even with that pick and 2 sacks. Got Rico Dowdle on the bench. Parker Washington, who's probably a hot ad this week because Brian Thomas is hurt. Obviously, Travis Hunter's on IR. So if Parker Washington's available in your fantasy league, I would definitely unload some fab on him. Maybe Isaiah Davis is worth. We'll see what Bam Knight's all about. But yeah, my team's looking good, feeling good. Unless George Pickens fumbles the ball, man, 20 times, we'll be good. Feels like a Joe Mixon situation. They're not saying anything. Wonder what the point of Bucks not putting Bucky on IR was. Yeah, I feel like Bucky will be back next week. Can we check that? Let's see, huh? Oh, so if you guys are wondering, this is Oshkon's team, the guy in the chat. An impressive 119 today. Started Chuba Hubbard and Brashard Smith. So, you know, it's dire straits over there. But I think Bucky's going to play, right? They declared Bucky Irving inactive. Did he practice at all? I guess we'll never know. Yeah, the Bucks played very, what's the word, limited. Well, they didn't play Nola, and then this was their bye. We'll see what happens. I'm assuming he'll come back, but anything's possible. Yeah, Eke to win out thanks to Lamar and Devontae Adams, Sam Laporta. Why not? Wandale got involved. Wandale, the PPR machine. I don't play fantasy more, but I saw Brock won my friend some games. Can the Jags please get Trevor receiver / tight end? It's so poor aside from Parker Washington. Hey, man. Jalen Waddle? I mean, you guys already sent your number 1, so I guess that's not going to fly. Who else? Jacoby Myers? Chris Olave? Chris Olave would be fun. Trevor would definitely get him hurt. Looks like the Jags need Calvin Ridley. Not a bad call. You start Calvin Ridley? No, you did not. He did not play. He is hurt. He is inactive. Will you trade Addison for Newsome? Jordan Addison. No, the Vikings are ready to roll. The Vikings are ready to roll. So in case you missed it, these were the top scorers of the week. QBs. Sam Darnold had 28. Wow. Sam Darnold was QB5. Gino was QB6. Caleb was the number 1 QB, followed by Joe Flacco, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. A lot of J's. Sam Darnold, Gino, Jay Dart, Stud, Stafford. Hey, man. Lamar, Penix, you get it. Trevor, MVP Trevor. There it is. Jage looked good. Bo Nix, we all know he sucks, but they pulled out a win. Top wide receivers, Drake London, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, shockingly. Puka Nacua, even though he got hurt, he's got a pec injury. How's he looking? Could have returned. Okay, so he's fine. Puka's fine. Okay. JSN was good, but not good enough. Torrey Horton, you never know what you're getting with him. Horton scores a 2. Michael Pittman, 20 points. Pop Douglas, 20. Amon-Ra, Rashee Rice. Apparently TJ Hawkinson is on the trade block. What you fetch? Brady, subbing Managai in the morning. Probably won me my matchup. There it is, Brady. There it is. Oshcom Paxton would rather have Hunter's flag football teammates. Not a bad shout. Gale injury bug hasn't left my team for 6 straight weeks, but I'm somehow still in a playoff spot. Top running backs of the week. C-Mac, Rico Dowdle, who I did not start. Managai, Jacobs, Janty. There it is. Chase Brown. Not a big day for the running backs. Bijan, Kyron Williams, Jalen Warren, Harvey, Etienne, and then James Cook. Maybe a top 12 finish with 13 points. Not exactly great. Tight end 1 by a hefty sum was Brock Bowers, followed by Colston Loveland. Again, this is just single point PPR. If your league's different, that is what it is. No bonus for long touchdowns, just straight scoring. Today was the ultimate Falcons experience. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I forgot, man. I'm sorry. That was a tough loss. We'll talk about the games next. But this is the tight end landscape. Drake London had a hell of a day, though. Drake London fired me up. If you care, top kicker was Kaimi Fairbairn. Cam Little broke the kick record. Congratulations, Cam Little. Eddie Pinheiro, Michael Badgley, Will Reichard. Will Reichard's a stud. Shout out Vikings. Top defense, Titans. Sure. Why not? Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Atlanta, Carolina. Who would have thought that? Seattle and a bunch of nothing. Well, my Minnesota. There you go. Let's look at the games real quick. So, I miss anything? By the way, drop a like if you haven't already. To be honest, I feel like I'm going to die. So, you know, this stream will do whatever. The stream will do well. It won't. It doesn't matter. I mean, I appreciate you guys stopping by, though. This has been fun. Still a little hot, but venting has helped a lot. I always say that. Streaming and venting to you guys on stream is like one of the most therapeutic things ever. It's great. Like, I got on here after the Giants-Cowboys game, and I was, like, ready to go. Today confirmed the charges are fraudulent. Herbert didn't play well. He didn't, straight up. The fact the Titans, dude, couldn't punch in that win with a pick 6 and a punt return touchdown just goes to show that their offense is lost. Got any possible doubt. And Chargers, Joe Alt got hurt. I don't know what he's looking like. Let's look up Joe Alt. That's very important. Big Joe Alt. I also saw, I believe Becton got injured. Some other offensive lineman got helped off. Right ankle sprain. Not great. Not great when you're putting 322 pounds on that ankle. Not great at all. Who else? Was it Bobby Hart that got hurt? Bozeman? Was it Becton? Who got hurt? Let's just look at the Chargers injury report, actually. Let's go here. I thought I had this figured out. Yeah, injuries. Here we go. Joe Alt, Bobby Hart, questionable. Mekhi Becton is out. Decula's out. Hassan Haskins on IR. Yeah, not good. I didn't know Hassan Haskins was on IR. That sucks. Chargers are really thin at RB. Will Disley was sick, couldn't make it. Jags need Strange back. Also would love Jacoby Myers or sneaky pull here. Adonai Mitchell. The Colts ain't doing interdivision trade. They could. Eagles got Jahan Dotson. The Colts could do that. If you pay the right price, what, like a 5 or a 6 for Adonai Mitchell, I think the Colts would do that. They're pretty mad at him still after the Rams game. Colts might need a move. I mean, but again, the Colts aren't in the position to trade for draft picks, right? They want to win now. Like I said, Super Bowl or bust. Let me pull up that list, actually. As you can see, Super Bowl or bust right here. Colts, they're moving down. Tampa didn't play, so it's not fair to move them. Buffalo, they won, right? Yeah, Buffalo won. Buffalo looks good. Got to put Buffalo ahead of the Chiefs. Detroit lost. Shocker. Patriots barely eked it out. Packers lost. Didn't look good at all. Eagles didn't play, but we hate them. Rams won. Convincing fashion, but again, it was against the Saints. Ravens, they won on Thursday night against Miami, whatever. Broncos won in a squeaker. Didn't like that game, but sure. Seahawks are moving up. Chargers, mid and lame is perfect. A lot of these teams, mid and lame is perfect. I refuse to call the Seahawks a contender. What is up, James? What is up? Joe Alkin missed rest of season, probably. Bad-looking ankle injury. Well, was he carted? I believe he was carted off, which is the second time Joe Alt's been carted off this year. Not good. They might just, shut him down. Because, another ankle injury, and you're, holding on to that for life. And he's, kind of their future. How are the Rams not top tier? I don't know. I don't even know. What happened last week? I feel like the Rams, lost or didn't play well last week. Something happened with the Rams, because I do like the Rams. They're a fun team. I love watching them. Were they on bye? Yeah, they were on bye, so I just didn't think of them. I forgot about the Rams. The Rams will probably move to serious contenders. Why not? But, yeah. Quick game recaps in case you missed them. Bears-Bengals might be game of the year, possibly. What a game. If you didn't see this game, I don't want to tell you to leave the stream, but definitely after this, check out the highlights. Look at this. Opening kickoff return. Can't beat it, right? Touchdown Bears. Field goal. Second quarter. Zacchaeus, who got had a great day. Touchdown pass. McPherson. Field goal. 44-yard touchdown with 17-second drive. Why not? Then Loveland scores 24-20 Chicago. Touchdown Bengals. Quick turnaround on that. 3-minute drive. A lot of fast scoring plays. Britton Brown. Never heard of him in my life, but 22-yard running touchdown. Cairo Santos gets the lead to 7 points. Then DJ Moore scores. You think this game is over. Noah Fant gets a touchdown. And then they get the 2-point. And then they got the onside kick, which was crazy. And then the Bengals just went down and scored a touchdown. And then they went for 2. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. I thought they went for 2. Oh, no, they went for 2 with the T. Higgins pass. My fault. They went for 2 with T. Higgins. So then they were able to kick here and take the lead. So then you think, okay, so the Bears lost. And then with a 17-second touchdown drive, they go down, score a touchdown. Colston Loveland, if he went down and got a field goal, it would have been enough. But he went down there and scored, and it was sick. Jaden Daniels sucks. People need to accept this. The SFTNF loss, I assume. I hope JD5 recovers soon and properly. Devontae Adams is not a diva. He just needed a competent QB. Devontae Adams is hilarious. Devontae Adams on podcasts and interviews is so funny. If he's a diva, who cares? Receivers are divas. I can own that. They didn't run the ball well, but it didn't matter. Joe Flacco, 2 picks. I think there was a really bad pick in there as well. Great game. Just great game. One of my favorites of the year, if not my favorite. Vikings-Lions. Again, went all the way to the end. I believe the Lions went for a field goal. It was either a field goal or an extra point, but I believe it was a field goal. Where was it? The Vikings blocked a kick and then took it back. I think it was, no, wait, where was it? Is it not on here? I'm telling you, they took a kickback. I'm telling you, it was crazy. Fumble, no. Blocked field goal, there it is. Oh no, he got pushed out. That's why it wasn't there. He got pushed out, but it was a crazy play. Blocked field goal, pushed out at the Detroit 26, but this saved him. This would have, opened the game wide open. Think about it, blocked field goal, they've won by 3. Stafford to Tay, 1-yard fade right about as automatic as it can get 5 touchdowns in 2 games. Yesterday was so lit. Yeah, that's right. You guys, if you guys are on the East Coast, it was yesterday. They didn't score after the block. Yeah, they got a field goal. Oh, wait. Yeah, they got a field goal. Look at this. Field goal. Yeah, field goal was good. They didn't score a touchdown, but they got a field goal. Then the Lions went down and scored a touchdown. The Vikings just had to clock it, and they did. It was epic. Jage, perfect pass to Jalen Naylor. JJ McCarthy, everyone says he sucks. But you know what, man? 2 touchdowns in return. 14 for 25, 2 tubs and a pick. Took 5 sacks. Not a perfect game, but he did what he needed to do to go out there and win. We always say around here, wins are a QB stat. Fun. Okay? Then we had Panthers-Packers. Who would have thought this game was close? I think they had a kick return touchdown get called back. Wait, who? The Lions or the Vikings? Shit, I don't even remember that. Oh, you know what? The Lions did. I remember. They did have a kick return touchdown called back, but there was a hold, if I'm not mistaken. Again, solid game. Panthers-Packers. This game was slow scoring. Not a lot happened. But, Rico Dowdle had a game. Lunch and dinner. 25 carries, 130 yards, which means he averaged 5 yards a carry. Talking about Saturday. Oh, talking about college? The Vikings. Shoot, I'm so twisted. So much happened today. I'm gonna have to rewatch all these games. But T-Mac was the leading receiver. Not that that's saying much. It's very obvious the Panthers have a way to win, and it's... I don't want to be rude, but we all know, we're all thinking it. Take the ball out of Bryce Young's hands. That's how you win. Straight up. I'm not ashamed to say it. The Panthers win when Rico Dowdle is the lead back and is running all over the Packers. They said, when they traded for Micah Parsons, they said the Packers might actually need run defense. Kenny Clark is very helpful. Not marching band. Okay. Well, now I'm freaking out. Vikings should have scored a kickoff return, but one dude got a holding. Exactly. That's what I thought we were talking about. The Vikings. Yeah, I mixed up the teams, but yeah, you're right. And Texas beat Vandy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Suck it, Diego Pavia or whatever. They have a way to win unless they play the Jags. Yeah, right? They lost to the Jags. That was a bloodbath, by the way. The game was fun, but it was like not quality football. By the way, the Panthers have the Saints. I don't know if Hank's in here. That should be free. Jordan Love had an awful throw on 4th down. I do remember that. Yeah, no, he did. Jordan Love, not a great game. A pick, like again, he had more yards than Bryce, but at the end of the day, it's like it's the Panthers, dude. Come on. And if you guys remember, yeah, the 4th down throw, he's running around, throws it crossbody, should have been housed, pick 6, went straight to Dante Jackson, he dropped it, but it was on 4th down, so it didn't matter if you didn't see it. Cardinal Tate's gonna be the next JSN, mark my words. Okay. I mean, sure. Draft him in fantasy. Again, let's focus on this week, fellas. No, I'm kidding. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Chargers Titans. Again, closer than you would have thought. Titans covered the spread. Again, Cam Ward, man. Look at this. Look at this recap. Justin Herbert shakes off a pick 6. Look at these scoring plays. Scoring plays, yeah. Look at this. Pick 6 on the first drive. You can't start a game off better than that, right? Then, touchdown Chargers because the Titans defense couldn't hold, right? Then, punt return, touchdown. And then the Titans don't score until it's a field goal. Joey Sly, who like his money this year. Field goal, couldn't punch it in. They scored 6 points on offense. Hit 14 from defense and special teams. Man, and like Cam Ward, he's not going to show up like terrible on the box score, but 12 for 21, 145 yards. Playing with house money. Oh God, someone in my flag league texted. Oh boy. Oh man. So someone just split from my team. Someone just called it. He said, hey, what a game, huh? LOL. The guy that runs that league is an absolute joke. Shouldn't be in charge of his own bedtime, let alone a flag football league. Not sure if Maddie and I will be playing. I don't even know who Maddie is. Is she hot? From now on, and supporting a guy that threatens to fight multiple people in the parking lot. I mean, that is true. That is fair. That's a fair point. A complaint will be made soon, so hopefully this league isn't that important to him. It was fun playing with you all, though. Best of luck if you guys continue to play. Thanks. Thanks, asshole. Yeah, so Cam Ward sucks. Titans can't run the ball. Alec Iomanner, leading receiver. Not that that means that much. And that's that. So there you go. Someone just left my flag team, and to be honest, I'm not too mad about it. I don't even know who that is. This is why you gotta save contacts in group chats. Am I the only one that like gets in a group chat and then people say their name and I'm just like, I'm not saving that in my phone. I'm just gonna live with it. I'm just gonna live with not knowing who this is. I think that's so annoying. So you gotta make like 14 contacts for a group chat for one thing. Anyways. Well, Carnell Tate is raw. JSN was leading receiver with 700 yards on that team with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. Tate isn't that raw. Yeah, that's fair. My band made state last night. We got to perform at the Alamo Dome. Oh, that's sick. W for James. Congrats, James. That's super cool. We need Chris to join. Where the hell's Chris? Tate doesn't get the work because of Jeremiah Smith, but he still produces. Ohio State. I love LSU, but Ohio State is definitely wide receiver U, man. They have fun. Dave sent out a picture of Tyreek Hill doing the peace out while running into the end zone, the gif. I'm just going to let things simmer. I'm not saying anything, dude. I am like, you know what? You know what's funny? I do the same thing in group chats for college products. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, I'm Megan. I'm Chris. It's like, dude, I don't care. You don't need to know me. I don't need to know you. I already have enough nonsense contacts in my phone. Like, I have Jimmy Butler in my phone. Because remember that time Jimmy Butler was like, if you have a problem, text me. My number's 907-452, whatever. When he played with Minnesota, John Lee, I'm sure you remember. he was like, if you got a problem, text me. And I was like, let me save this contact in case I ever need something from Jimmy Butler. Like, hey man, can you help me move? I was like 13. I was like, in case Jimmy Butler ever, like if I ever need to reach out to Jimmy Butler, like, hey man, nice game tonight. Of course, he changed his number like immediately after that. So there you go. Ohio State schedules a cakewalk. Well, that's not a surprise. Big Ten, college football, whatever. Again, congratulations to James. Performing at the Alamo Dome. That's sick. I don't know the ins and outs of marching band, but I'm sure it's fun. Falcons Patriots. What a game. What a game. Falcons go down and score. Look at this. Demario Douglas, touchdown. Drake London, touchdown. Terrell Jennings, why? Touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 21-7. Then Drake London at the buzzer at the end of the half. It was sweet, right? Then Patriots field goal. And then you got a Parker Romo field goal. And then Drake London with a crazy catch, one-handed. Congrats to James. And then Parker Romo bricks the point after. Which, like, as a Giants fan, we know that all too well. We know it all too well. Brady knows what I'm talking about. I don't know if Jarv's in here. Giants fan 10 knows what I'm talking about. We know a kicker missing a pivotal point after is just a killer. Sucks. Parker Romo, man. The Falcons cannot get a kick figured out. Like, and I'm sorry to Americans Dragons Disciple, but man, a high school marching band always made it to nationals, but I wasn't part of it. Damn. Great game. Sick game. Colts Steelers. This one is kind of deceptive. It looks close. It really wasn't. The Colts scored a couple times in garbage time, but it wasn't enough. They called a field goal. The great Levi channel. Hey, what's up, Levi? Let's go Bears. Yeah, seriously. Props to you. That was a team win. Maybe my favorite game of the day. Maybe my favorite game of the day. Let's go. Congratulations, the great Levi channel. Someone else texted, he should not run the league. I think our team's probably done for. I know I won't be allowed back after I had some kind words at the end of the game for him. Let me know when you figure out how to make a complaint so I can make one as well. And that was the young guy who said I sucked. So there's that. Whatever. Darius Slayton against the Eagles scores a touchdown, goes bang, and that's it. This sucks. This sucks. People are venting, talking behind someone's back in a group chat. I'm like, fuck. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Bari sax this year, the past 2 years, I played alto. Don't know what either of those are, but sure. I mean, saxophone's cool. I don't know what an alto is, but I like it. Isn't that tall in Spanish? Drake London finally absorbed all of Mike Evans' powers. I know it took him long enough, but Drake London has arrived. I hope you got him in fantasy. Great game, by the way. Colts Steelers, again, deceptive. Broncos Texans. Not a fun game to watch by any means, but at the end of the day, Broncos went down and did what they had to. We got a lot of Davis Mills in this one, so that explains it. Stroud went out with a concussion. Rams also need a kicker. Oh my God. Cardi had 2 terrible misses, but we'll get to that in a second. Broncos are 7-2. They should be 6-3 if we're being honest, but they're 7-2. That's just the way it is, man. I don't think Bo Nix is that good, but they did what they needed to win. 18-15. We've been saying it all year. We are not big Texan supporters on this channel. That's the truth. Broncos won because Stroud went out. Exactly. Neither of these teams are all that, in my opinion, but sure enough, Broncos are 7-2. Hate them or love them, they've got a pretty good way. Do I think the Bears will make the playoffs? Oh, man, I don't know. I hope so. Shit, if they're going to keep playing like this. Honey, you got to put me on your team. 6-0, 4-9, 40 time, the goat of round running. Honestly, no disrespect, Gail. I'd love to have you. I would put a goddamn slug on the team at this point. I don't even care if they're good or not. Just keep a level head. Just be a goddamn man about it. Don't talk bad in the group chat. I was weeping after they said who made state because the seniors won't be there next year, and they made state every time I have. That's sweet. That's sweet. That's sweet. Weeping. Like, there it is. Shout out the seniors. It's always nice having like a solid like moment, like an emotional, a heartfelt ending to a great Cinderella story. What's the Bears' record? They're 5-3. We'll look at the standings after this, but I want to keep doing game recaps because there's so much that happened today. And if you have like a job on Sunday, what did I miss? Hank, I went on a whole crash out. TLDR, my flag football league is a complete joke. Multiple fights broke out and I hate everyone and everything. All right. But yeah, Broncos pulled out a good one. Jags Raiders, Gale, this is where it is. Man, who would have thought? I saw a tweet. It's like the NFL shouldn't even televise Jags Raiders. And like, Gino put on. He threw a bad pick. Let's not act like he didn't. Trevor also threw a pick, but Trevor had 2 rushing touchdowns. Both of them are just over the top, over the line. Sick moment. NFC North randomly got competitive today. Seriously, Vikings are for real. Packers got punched. Fight, yeah, multiple fights. People were hurling names at each other. I went on like half an hour about it. I don't want to harp on it too much. But if you want to hear my full crash out spiel, I might post it to Super Hot Hunnaball. I should. I probably will. But yeah, man. So it's one of those like Hunnaball signature rants. You know what I mean? Again, like I'm a jokester, man. I'm not there to like Hunna Hinge update replaced with Hunna's flag update. Yeah, seriously. Like, I wear a goddamn power balance bracelet. Like, I'm kidding around here. Did the Eagles lose? They didn't play. I wish. The Eagles lose. Gino threw a terrible pass to lose the game. Oh, yeah. Seriously. It got deflected. Not high enough. You got to float that thing. But you got to understand, this game it went to the end of overtime. And it was one of the quickest games ever. Both teams were running clock like crazy. Look at these drives. Look at these drives, man. Scoring plays. 5 yard. Okay, well, this isn't proving my point. Look at this. Wait. 10-minute drive, 5-minute drive, 5-minute drive. That's not that long, but like 6-minute drive, 5-minute drive, 5-minute drive, 6-minute drive, 3-minute drive. Like, dude, that's what I mean. Like, this game went quick. But this was sick. This was a great game. Who would have thought? You look at this, you're like punt, pick, downs, punt, touchdown, field goal. Who would have thought it was 3-6 at halftime? Then it turns into a whole hoopla fest. Pick, field goal. You guys can read. Field goal, touchdown, Bro, there were 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter. Never seen such a thing. Field goal to send it to OT. Why not? Touchdown after running 6 minutes off the clock. Raiders go down. Touchdown. Brock Bowers had 45 in fantasy, maybe more. 43. Hit less. 43. Look at this. Parker Washington, stud, got him stashed. Ashton Janty had a touchdown receiving, though. He didn't run the ball super well. Max Crosby got into the backfield a lot. He looked good. Jags defense fall-off needs to be studied. Every offensive drive from the Jags in the second half resulted in points. Yeah. I mean, I think that similar goes for the Raiders, right? There's no stoppage here. Just points across the board. How does a game that's 3-6 at halftime end 30-29? Like, I just can't even wrap my head around that. One of my favorite games ever. I'm so glad we watched it. Then we had Saints-Rams, not close at all, but Matthew Stafford played like an MVP. Straight up. Matthew Stafford played like a beast. Tyler Shuck, whatever, see what you have in him, but he didn't look that great. Matthew Stafford, like, look at that, 24 for 32, 281, and 4 tubbies. And Kyron Williams also got it moving on the ground. So not to rip on the Saints, but like, you know, it is what it is. This sucks. My group chat is going off right now. The 2 people that got kicked out, if he wasn't there, I doubt we would have had any issues going forward after the incident. After the little incident, the guy got hit. Guy just wants to be relevant. His walking definition of small dick syndrome. Oh my God. As if, dude. Facts. I made him well aware of that at the end of the game. I'm out, dude. I hate this stupid team. I'm so out, dude. This is outrageous. Talking shit in the group chat. Like, the fact that you like think you're in the right here. Anyways, Stafford, MVP candidate. He's moving up for sure. He's the only quarterback. I mean, Josh Allen played well as well, but like he's the main beneficiary of this week. Matt Stafford looked great. Puka got it done. Puka had like 20 points in the first half, but at the end of the day, like he got hurt, but he apparently could have gone back in. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdowns. Again, the Saints are 1-8. This isn't like a crazy win. And Volix, my flag football game, 3 fights broke out, and now we're recapping the games. If you want to hear my full spiel, just go back in the stream. Saw Jaden's injury and it's gross. But Marcus Mariota didn't get a single pass. Is Jaden like gonna miss time? I gotta like look into that. But again, we're gonna keep doing this. Trevor has that dog in him, always converts on game-winning plays. That is true. Trevor is clutch. I can't believe I'm saying that, even with the flu. Gino failing on the 2-point won me my parlay. Most stressful overtime I've ever seen. Yeah. Fucking Gino. This game was cool, though. This game was great. You know, if you like watching Matt Stafford throw the football and like have a fun offensive day, even for a blowout, this was a fun blowout, okay? And the last game that was worth watching, Chiefs-Bills. Obviously, this was going to be a good game. It didn't seem that close all throughout, but then the Chiefs scored at the end, got the 2-point. And the funny part is, get a load of this, right? So you get the drives. You get, these are all scoring plays. Hold on. All plays, right? Okay. Look at this, right? So, interception. Chiefs getting, Xavier Worthy intercepted. Seems like ball game. Bills run off a ton of clock, get into field goal range, and then they kick. Matt Prater, no good. It doinked. It looked good the whole time. It looks like JD5 season is over. Really? Oh, man. Saints have the least talent besides the Titans. Agreed. But yeah, and then the Chiefs got 2 Hail Mary shots. Not too bad. Got to move Trevor up. Clutch drive after clutch drive. No receivers in the flu. Can't blame T-Law for defense letting up 29 points. Yeah, but you can't blame him for throwing a pick. Just saying. I will move T-Law up, though. He'll definitely be pretty good, for sure. We're down 14-3 at half, and at the end... I'm sorry, James. I missed something. I think I saw the best game I've ever seen on Friday. Then 14-3 at half. Right at the start of the second half, we got a pick-6 game, and at 35-31, we won. Got a last-minute pick to hold on to the lead. Gotta love a good local game. It's always fun. God, I am tired, fellas. But anyways, not to complain. We'll talk about JD5 in a second. Actually, this game was fun too. Was it the best game of Saturday? Maybe not even top 5. But that's not a knock on the game. It's just the rest of the games were sweet. Now let's look at the JD5 injury. Hopefully I don't get copywritten. Best terrifying YouTube returns. Let's look this up. Let's see Twitter. I'm sure it's just a bunch of Giants fans off like Suicide Watch. Brian Dable is not crying. He's cried. He knows it's done. He knows he's done. Jaden Daniels, let's see. Also, look away. I don't like throwing out negligent often, but what Commanders has done with Jaden Daniels this season has been grossly irresponsible. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Acho. What the hell's Acho got to say, actually? Let's hear this.
Especially when talking football, but what the Washington Commanders and Dan Quinn just did was a completely negligent to their quarterback, Jaden Daniels, and to the future of the
franchise. Was this bad?
In what world where you're down by 31 points and you already have an injured quarterback because he's coming off a hamstring injury and he's had a knee injury earlier in the season, in what world do you keep him in
Simpsons
that game?
Are trending.
Don't tell me it's called football. That's called being idiotic. That's called being stubborn. That's called being too dense to realize, hey, the battle's already lost, but focus on winning the war. The Commanders have completely ruined this season, and beyond ruining this season, now we just have to hope for the health of Jaden Daniels.
USM was crying for the rest of the game after JD got hurt. I don't understand. No one else got a throw attempt. Did they just run the ball for the rest of the game? JD def out for the season. Honestly, even if his injury wasn't season-ending, they should still shut him down. Dislocate his elbow? What the hell? Season-ending 4 more years to Stafford's career. Yeah, Stafford was like all doped up going into this year. Okay, so that's Acho. He's like, oh, I don't like throwing out negligent. I feel like that's fair. So they're calling Jaden Daniels polymarket. Great. Okay, let's see this. Oh my God! All right. Playing that once. We're playing that once. Oh my God. What the hell? This is what happens when I don't watch the game. It's Hunnaball's fault. Oh God, no wonder Muhammad was so damn sad. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, they lost. Commies took a page out of the Vikings page and left their QB out to die. Yeah. Washington shouldn't be allowed to have mobile QBs. Bro, we're not watching that again. We're not watching that again, but oh my God. Okay, so it's at the end of the game. Cut it out. Oh no. It was his, I mean, this is going to sound so fucked. At least it was his non-throwing arm, I think. It was his, yeah, it was his left. Okay, I don't want to watch much more, but it was his non-throwing arm. I warned you. Yeah, he did. God, I'll tell you, man. The Scatterboo injury really hurt me. I didn't like seeing that at all. But at least an ankle, it's like, you just tape it up and you move on. Bro, dislocated elbow. Bro, imagine. I want everyone to just go like this right now and just feel how solid that elbow is locked in. If it dislocates, oh, God. Why do you leave him in the game? They're on 31 with 2 minutes left. Agreed. Acho called it. He said negligent. We will not watch that again, but fuck. Cardi B celebrates Stephon Diggs' touchdown as Patriots edge Falcons. Cardi B would know a thing or two about edging. Anyways, anything else happen on Twitter? I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this injury again. We're not watching it. Commanders fans seeing NFL 6-7 ad come on seconds after watching Jaden Daniels' arm snap like a toothpick. Let's see. Wow, this. Oh wait, we're still on Jaden Daniels trending. I'm like, I don't want to watch Jaden Daniels. Don't care, Otani. Don't want to get copywritten. Jackson Dart he's sobbing. He's pissed, rightfully so. One excuse the Giants have clung to isn't valid anymore. What is that? That our defense sucks? The last 6 quarters, Shane Bones defense allowed 75 yards, 85 points, and forced just 1 punt. This isn't even normal bad anymore. This reached historically bad. I saw a guy commented, why wasn't it in his game? It says non-throwing shoulder. Oh my God. By the way, that was the Jordan Love throw, by the way. This was horrendous. Get a load of this. This was such shit. I might get copywritten. Who cares? As long as I don't get kicked off, it doesn't matter. Niners rookie tore his ACL at MetLife. Tucker Kraft throws ACL at Lambeau. Well, you know, it sucks because today was a day of sick games, but also a lot of injuries. Carl Banks looks good. Wish me luck. What is this? Oh, boy. Damn, that sucks. Is this porn about to come up? All right, whatever. Several Bengals defensive linemen laughed, catch you on Monday, or declined to speak about defensive performance. Shamar Stewart. Oh, my God. Shamar Stewart's been terrible, by the way. Okay. Thanks, AB. Vote for Zoran if you live in New York, by the way. Just saying. Chase Brown.
You got to play to the last second. You can't let up even when you feel like the momentum shifted. So that would
Mikhail, yeah, that sucks. How I'm feeling. That MetLife turf is a killer. We all know it. Happy daylight savings, by the way. John Witch, CJ West. No, man, they're #1 pick.
Probably the same as what was running through your head, like what the fuck?
I see the quote, and I still didn't believe he said it. That's hilarious. Okay, Chase Brown's not one to talk, but rightfully so. Idea having not having a properly connected elbow when you have to huck a pigskin? No, yeah, dude. Oh, God. It, like, gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Gosh, man. Debo was crying. Rightfully so.
From where we want to be.
Mikhail, yes. Mikhail Williams is out. Probably rest of season if he tore his ACL. Poor guy. Brian Dable sucks. We know this. Sala wants that Giants head coaching job. Yeah, there you go. Chad's crying. Oh my God, we should watch Nightcap. I appreciate all of you guys being in here and not watching Nightcap, but definitely something to check out later. Dart's pissed off. You kill the man, not the idea. Yeah, whatever. All right, we enough Twitter scrolling. Is there anything else to discuss? Let's look at the standings, actually. This is what we're going to do. Playoff picture. Bump. What the fuck? What? What is this? Am I tripping out? What? Playoff picture? What? It's a bunch of articles. Anyway, this is the playoff picture. Okay. Playoffs started today. Colts will be in the 1. Pats will be 2. Broncos, you guys can read. What I think is interesting here is the playoffs start today. Jags are in. Chiefs are out. Chargers are in somehow. And, yeah, Ravens are going to make a push, especially because the Bengals can't figure it out. Steelers beat the Colts, though. Team win. Got to give it to them. Okay. NFC Eagles were a big beneficiary, so we're Tampa. Both teams run by. Seahawks look for real. Right now, they have the lead right now in the NFC West. That being said, the NFC West and the NFC North looked amazing today for different reasons. I mean, the Packers, not so much, but the Vikings look for real. The Lions are obviously very good. They just didn't have a good game. And the Bears are the 8 seed. Panthers were also getting involved. You're telling me there's a chance? I mean, I don't know if I'm saying that, but sure. Chase was pissed too. He's walking back to the locker room just saying, we just won't stop. I know, that was crazy. If I was Kami's offensive lineman, I would have shit my pants. You tell me there's a chance. Titans to the Super Bowl. Titans to the Super Bowl. Let's do it. It's so crazy, it just might work. So that's where we're at. And as you can see, the Giants are near the bottom. And if we look at stats really quick, I don't know if this will be updated, but if it is, we'll see. Herbert, I think this is updated. Dan Jones, Jesus, what a weird top 5. All right, defensive leaders in yards allowed. This is 8 games played. I don't know. Okay, so this is updated. As you can see, the historic pass rush out of the New York Giants have allowed the 4th most yards in the NFL. That being said, the Steelers also aren't off the hook. But other than that, I mean, the Ravens, we all think the Ravens defense is terrible. My buddy texted me, he's like, the Ravens defense is the worst it's ever going to be. Titans 4 years away from being 4 years away. Titans, Saints, Super Bowl going to happen. Bound to run the table. Exactly. Saints put up a good fight. You can see the Giants, 4th most yards per game. Second most rushing yards per game. And almost up there in passing yards per game. Points per game? Yep. 5th most. You can't make it up. Turnovers. Turnover differential. Giants are in the middle. How many turnovers do the Giants have? 6. They have the second... I mean, the Jets have 1. But like... 3rd least turnovers. Really need to start giving Rams credit for reviving Emmanuel. That's what everybody is. We're all burying the lead right now because we're not talking about Emmanuel Forbes. One of the best football weeks I've ever remembered. Take a look at the sack total. This is gonna hurt me. You hurt me, Brett. Where is it on here? Why is it just, oh yeah, I got it. I understand it now. Let's go team sacks. You'd think the Giants, right? You'd think They have all this talent on the defensive line. Surely they have a lot of sacks, right? Nope, middle of the road. 21. It's fine. It's fine. It's middle of the road. It's fine. Who cares? Who cares, man? We have a sack leader in the NFL, or we did. I don't know if Burns is holding on to it. But yeah, sucks. Everything sucks. Yeah, Burns, tied with Myles Garrett, most sacks in the NFL. Who cares? Doesn't even matter. Shane Bowen's a disaster, and so is Brian Dable. If the Giants keep losing, and they keep losing like this, I don't even see a point. I don't even see a damn point in the goddamn season. I mean, obviously Dable's not going to make it. Like, each time the Giants lose like this and have a bad defensive outing, even if Jackson Dart looks good, it doesn't matter. It just straight up doesn't matter, guys. Ugh, I'm hurting. You hurt me, Giants. You hurt me. Glad it's daylight savings, though. Did I miss any chat? I feel bad for Shuck and Rattler. Don't know if the lack of skill positions or what's going on. It's probably a mix of both. I don't think Tyler Shuck would be the hero to this team, but I also don't think the Saints have a lot of weapons. I mean, Olave's healthy, right? Rashid Shaheed, Taysom Hill, Kamara, who fumbled, but still, Kendre Miller, who's out, but you know, Devin Neal, that's not really a pull, but you know what I mean? That's not nothing. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, Jackson Dart's throwing at Wandale and Hyatt. Not even. Hyatt can't even make a spot on the field. Daniel Forbes started with Ron Rivera and the Washington football team. He sucked with Washington, got cut though. Yeah, the Rams are well coached. That's the difference. When you have good coaching, God, if Ashkan, you better pray to your lucky stars, man, that Sean McVay doesn't retire early. Because if he does, that sucks. That sucks for everyone involved. I want to see if my flag team sent anything else out. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm not suiting up for my flag team. I don't know if you guys care or not, but I'm done. I'm going in protest. If I have to sit out rest of season and it's got to cost me my championship, it is what it is. I like don't want to play with this team. I might. Because the people that'll hang out will be nice, good people. But like, nah, I'm good. To be quite frank. We'll see what happens. Yeah, is what it is. Shit gets messy. Adult flag football leagues. We're over an hour on this stream. I didn't even know what the hell I was going to talk about. J.K. Dobbins in the top 3 in rushing. Yeah, exactly. Isn't this wild, by the way? Yeah, Kevin Byard, 4 picks. Not a lot of high pick getters, but you know, that's how it is. The top 5 receiving options make sense, I guess. Puka missed time, but still, George Pickens looking good, looking sharp. JSN leading the NFL in receiving. That's nice. Jamar Chase right behind him. I would hate to have traded Jamar Chase in fantasy. George Pickens, Jettas, you know. Okay. These are the top passing yards leaders. Again, we don't really care about passing yards. Let's look at touchdowns. Matt Stafford, Mahomes, Raj, Dak, Herbert, Goff. Who's leading in picks? Tua, Geno, Jake Browning, who's played 4 games. Justin Herbert, Flacco, Cam Ward. Dak's got 5, so that's not great. Leading sack taker, Cam Ward. Okay. Passing yards. Well, that's not going to work. I wish there was a way to like filter it to like actual quarterbacks, but point is, I not to put you on blast here, Ann, but like Cam Ward not putting up good numbers. 17th in passing yards, not impressive. Not to be rude, but like it's just not. 57 completion percentage. Drake May, Jared Goff, there it is. These are guys set and forget. Cam Ward is pretty low down this list, isn't he? Yeah, 34 in completion percentage, not ideal. 2023 Deron Bland. Yeah, no, we needed Deron Bland in the end. That was so fun. I hate the Cowboys, but that was fun. He is hurt though. Yeah, Dart's doing fine. He's not turning the ball over that much. A few tubs, why not? But yeah, so this is how it looks now. The NFL's in a weird place. Hunna's Hill will be updated and changed a lot. We'll probably make a whole tier for Jaden Daniels. But Jaden Daniels is for sure out for the season, right? Like, let's just... Season outlook, yeah. Elbow was grotesque, but because it was not his throwing elbow, let's see what Pro Football Doc has to say. This guy probably knows.
Is obviously to the young stars elbow.
May not be season ending. Don't love it, though.
It's a blowout game. No one cares about that. But a grotesque looking left elbow dislocation. No question, ligaments are torn. The worry is, does he have an associated radial head fracture? As gruesome as it looked with all the players and everything, it needed on-field reduction. But I'm hopeful, based on my 17 years of NFL experience, that the injury is better than it looks like it may be. If this were his right throwing elbow, it would involve the Tommy John ulnar collateral ligament and therefore mean surgery and a prolonged recovery. This is his non-throwing elbow. Ligaments torn, but does not need surgery. There may be an associated radial head fracture that we'll have to see with x-rays. But the results are relatively good with this. Do not see this at all as career-threatening. That's the best news.
That's true.
It's not even definitively season-ending.
Should be, but you know.
Other players have returned from elbow dislocation this year. We'll see what the associated injuries are with further testing. The game's not even over yet. But as grotesque as it looked, hoping that the news is not as bad. More to come at Sports Injury Central, SICScore.com.
Shout out to SICScore.com, whatever. Chargers fan, so he must suck. I'm kidding, but like, come on. Sound like a robot, but it's true. Cam hasn't played well, but the team around him has been the worst in the NFL by far. That's what we said. I said it, you know, and Jarv called me a coward, and he was right. He was right. He was like, man, you said before the season started, you think the Titans are going to lose every game. And I'm like, well, maybe. And then the only one they've won wasn't exactly all them. I mean, the Cardinals kind of tanked that one, if we're being honest. So, hey, man, you know what? You know what? I don't know. That particular frame of his elbow being bent is plastered all over my home YouTube screen. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, no, tonight's not the night to look at injuries. I want to know, like, okay, so the Commanders, right? They have they, I mean, I'm about the dumbest question ever. Have they had their bye week yet? Confirmed he suffered, thanks. Yeah, he suffered a left elbow injury. Yeah, okay, that's not up for debate. Okay, so let's go Commanders here real quick. Commanders they have had their bye week, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe not, actually. ESPN doesn't even show. Looks like they did not. It's right here, the bye week. Can't believe I spotted that. But yeah, here's the bye week. So let's say, obviously, I mean, how many games are left, right? 1, 2, 8 games left, right? So Jane Daniels could make a 2-month recovery and then go, what? I mean, Giants isn't scary, but Philly, not ideal. Dallas should be fun. God, no one wants to watch that Christmas game with stupid Marcus Mariota, but whatever. Philly again. It's like the Commanders, man, they're 3-6. You guys are completely right. Shut him down. Even if he can come back, shut him down. Why roll the dice? Dude, this guy has been beaten to all hell this year. Walked off the field with an arm brace. He had a knee thing. He had a hamstring thing. Like, it's just a disaster, man. He has had a tough go of it. A lot of injuries today. A lot of great games, but a lot of injuries. Just realized the 2023 Carolina Panthers with our first round pick. Hey, could be in worse spots. Could be the 2023 Carolina Panthers. There you go. Just let JD5 recover. It's a waste of a season. Agreed. And we all thought it, right? The Commanders are due for some positive regression here. They got a lot of close wins last year on a pretty easy schedule. Of course, the Giants couldn't take advantage of that stupid schedule, but whatever. That's not here nor there. They made it happen. They made the NFC Championship game because they caught Jared Goff on a bad day and barely beat Baker, but they deserve credit. And now the wheels are falling off the wagon again. They got that first-year head coach boost and wasn't enough. So there we go. It's getting late, so going to call it. See ya, John. Good night, pal. Yeah, it is getting late. I mean, it is 1 o'clock Eastern on daylight savings time, no less. Good week of football, though, guys. Good week of football. Fun week of football. Who doesn't love this sport? My flag football team, apparently. So if you want to hear my crash out, feel free to go back in the stream. It's like basically the whole first chunk of this. I basically go on a full rant about it, but long story short, my team's a bunch of assholes, and they go to the group chat like wanting to get like backing. I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing it. I'm not wearing that damn shirt ever again. If you get sent out again, you could potentially suffer career-altering injuries. Yeah, totally. Defensive head coaches don't work out in the long run. Agreed. Just the way it is. Not in the modern NFL. They don't. You need a guy that can develop a quarterback, a guy that can drop plays, a guy that can call plays if need be, and a guy that can hire a good staff. Be a leader of men. Please give me a quick recap. 3 fights broke out. One of them was super messy to the point where I literally had to get in the middle of people and push them to the side. Then there was another halftime debacle because we were trying to figure out how to handle the first fight. They're like, no, you said that. No, you've been chirping me all night. All this nonsense. Again, got to get in the middle of it. One of the guys even was like, typical coming from a Panthers fan. Don't know what the hell that means. I couldn't tell you one characteristic of Panthers fans other than they're from Carolina. And then last time, guy gets thrown out of the game. And oh, mind you, quick thing about the halftime fight. After that, my manager, our captain, who was a big factor in the first fight, is like, hey, he walks up to the ref, doesn't say a word to anyone else. And we all just hear this, like as if we're supposed to all go with it. That crash needs to be on Super Hunnaball. It will be. I'll throw it on for sure. But he was like, hey man, we're invoking the rule. We're invoking the forfeit rule. They didn't have enough players to play. They got subs in. And it was like, what? They got subs in. He's like, we're invoking the forfeit rule, 14-0. Like, we win. It's like, really? We're going to pull the rule book. We're going to throw the book at him. The game's damn near tied. And he wants to get a cop out. He wants to end the game. Like, no, I'm not with that. I don't want to end the game. I'm here to play, damn it. I didn't drive out here, miss Commanders Seahawks, and be late to my own stream to not play football. Let's play some football. It's like, what the hell? And the ref was being cool about it. He's like, I'm not going to throw anyone out. We're all adults here. Let's just cool off, okay? You'd think we use that halftime to cool off. We didn't do anything. My team thinks I'm a bunch of slapdicks. So then one guy gets thrown out, and then it just turns, and then basically fast forward to like the middle of the third quarter. This guy's getting mogged all game. This guy sucks. I mean, he's good, but like he's fast for nothing, and he gets mogged, and he gets into it. He starts throwing names out. He's like, you're a pussy. He said all this stuff, and turns crazy. The guy that gets to the point is like, you're out of here, man. The guy throws a bunch of equipment on the field like a goddamn toddler. So then there was that. So that was super awkward. And to the point, I'm like, I'm embarrassed. This is embarrassing. I was pissed. I was apologizing to everyone. I'm like, this sucks. How am I the only level-headed one on this damn team? That's not true. A lot of my teammates were level-headed. But there was like 4 that were like just out of bounds, man. Just crazy. Then game ends, we lose because we couldn't get our head on straight. And by the way, one of the guys who got in a major fight, by the way, who always gets into fights, my age, he said I sucked and said I couldn't cover my man, so we took him and then gives me the tougher matchup. I'm like, that's not me sucking, that's you being a coward, pal. Fast forward to the end of the game ends, we lose, and sure enough, the guy who said I sucked, I would pay to see this play out. It was not fun. I'm a big drama guy. Not fun at all. Fast forward to the end of the game, the guy is like, oh, well, you know, and they're like talking back and forth with my boss, the commissioner, who also played in the game, a grown man having a temper tantrum. 3 grown men. It was embarrassing. I was like, this sucks. And I should have recorded it, honestly. I should have like taken my watch out and just like hitting record. Shit was crazy. Honey, you gotta take over QB on your team, call plays every... Yeah, we don't even call plays. We've been so damn arrogant because, again, we're just a bunch of young studs. It sucks. It's not even fun. It's not even fun, man. I don't even get the goddamn rock. It sucks. But anyways, then at the end of the game, one of the guys, the same guy who said I sucked, quote unquote, even though he was lunch and dinner all game on defense and offense, dude couldn't get anything going, dropped a touchdown, no less. And this guy, man, he gets into it with my boss, who's 47, my boss and the commissioner of the league, to the point where they're calling each other like bitch and stuff like that, and they're going back and forth, whole brouhaha. And I'm like, if this one's a fight, it's a fight. I'm not gonna get in the middle of this, because again, getting in the middle of a fight and like actually pushing people away from each other is new to me. I was not a fan of it. I didn't care for it at all. And they get into it, and then I try and cool the guy off. I'm like, hey man, you know, we're young, you know, it is what it is, hormones and shit. He's like, no, I'm not playing in this league anymore. And in my head, I'm like, hey, no, I say to this, I'm like, it's cool, you know, it's just cool off for this weekend, let us know. In my head, I'm like, get out. Get out. You suck and you're an asshole. Get out. I've played in this league for 2 seasons. Last season, there wasn't anything like this. My team gets chippy every single week, and it's because the same damn guys. We're sitting here talking about the same things. About fighting. About not having class. And I love football too much to tolerate this stuff. Mind you, kids are watching. Kids are watching adults get into fights. Getting into screaming matches, hurling names at each other, hurling like slurs, not slurs, but like pretty hasty words. Stuff that I don't even feel great like repeating on stream that often. Hurling stuff in front of kids, man. Have some class. Have some class. I had a much more articulate and better full-fledged rant that I will post on the alt at SuperHunnaball if you want to ever see that or revisit that electric moment. But I just realized something. Oh my god. Huge. Okay. But yeah, so that's that. But yeah, football was cool today. If you don't play in an adult flag football league and or not a New York Giants fan. So there you go. I wish I could be QB, but my arm sucks, to be honest with you. I'm a great receiver, but they don't want to put me on offense. Because we got to get the dickhead who's like too busy talking junk. Not even good. He just gets targets. I feel like Chad Johnson. I'm like, the targets are there. And Felix will tune in. So, yeah, guys. But that was football for today. That was football. And to be honest with you, I'm beat. I played in two flag games. It does sound embarrassing. I literally said it. I said to everyone. I told the ref, because the ref was like full on crashing out. He was like, this has been the worst game I've ever refed in my whole life. And a part of me was like, all right, buddy. But he was probably right. Probably right, bro. I coach. I've played. Nothing like that. You guys, I talk about my flag football league all the time. Not good. Not good at all. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. So yeah, that's that. That's that, fellas. So I was embarrassed. That was the best way to put it. So I'll put the full rant on Super Hot Hunnaball in case you're wondering. But yeah, guys. So that was today. But if you watched football, if you watched real NFL football today, you probably had a good time. Your team might not have won. I know my team didn't. But I was still able to sit there with some canes that my mom ordered. Again, shout out Hannah Mom. And make it happen. Great games. Like 4 games that I'll like never forget. Bears Bengals. Packers Panthers. Maybe I'll forget that one. But like Falcons Patriots. Very interesting. Broncos Texans. Great. I probably forget it. But like great game. Jags Raiders. So fun. Chiefs Bills. You know, not bad. Not bad. There was some drama for sure. Browns, Jets, Eagles, and Bucks on bye. And then Seahawks Commanders, which was not a crazy game, but apparently JD5 got hurt, and that sucks. So there is some news. There is a story to come out of this one. So here we go. How many people on this roster for you to not play offense? That's what I mean. Bro, there's like 12, but I'm just like designated as not offense. Because like I get like 2 targets a game. And they're just like, oh, well, Hunter doesn't catch. I'm like, you don't throw me the damn ball. I scored a fucking 70-yard touchdown last week. Against the guy, mind you, against the guy who everyone's like, oh, this old man, he's like, he's such an asshole. He's like the main like perpetuator of like a lot of these fights from the other side. The commissioner, my boss, El Jefe. So you guys get the spiel. I'm angry. But you know what? It was nice venting about it on stream. I also vented to my mom about it because my mom usually goes to these games. And I was telling her, I was like, I'm glad you didn't go to this one. This was sucked. This sucked. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. But anyway, guys, I'm so hungry. I feel like I'm gonna die, and I'm also tired. It's also 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Daylight savings time is kicking in, so it's 11 for a lot of you guys. So it feels like 2 from the East Coast. I hear you, but this was a good day of football. It's an interesting week of football. Decent dude, decent. Bro, it was amazing. Are you kidding me? Chiefs, Bills, and a overtime thriller. It was great. That's all you can take. Right? 2 out of 3 pretty great games. Jags Raiders was awesome. Morning window was sweet too. I'm telling you, this was a great week of football. Easily the best one this year. Maybe one of the best ones I can remember. That's with 24 total people. 3 to 4 of them being assholes is dreadful. The other team had like 8. So it was like 19 or 20, whatever. But yeah. 3 to 4 of them being assholes is dreadful. I'm telling you, dude, I'm embarrassed. And the fact that they're sounding off in the group chat right now, and I'm supposed to just be like, yeah, totally, cool, totally, yeah, sure, nice, very fun, very cool. I'm good. Look at this. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Call the guy talking shit out to a one-on-one. Dude, we practiced one-on-ones. I mogged the hell out of this guy. But then I busted up my foot, so I haven't been playing with much confidence. I'm biased because I had to watch the Titans. That's fair. Yeah, watching the Titans wasn't a fun one today. I'll give you that. They had a fun first half, but not a fun finish. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you stopping by though. This is a fun stream. Good day of streaming. We have streamed what? About 8 hours today? We'll take it. Shoot. Hunnaball may have been late, but we don't miss primetime streams. And I'm sorry again that I was late. I had to deal with this whole brouhaha, and the thumbnail's super underdeveloped if you couldn't tell. But it is what it is. Sometimes in life, you gotta roll with the punches. Literally, my team thought. So, fuck it, man. If you're new around here, which I don't think anyone is, but if you're new around here, stream after every primetime game. And, you know, this is what we're doing tonight. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got. We're still sitting here talking about the same things about getting into fights in adult flag football games. But yeah. So, that's all I got. We're not going to hit an hour and a half on this stream, but that's okay. Whatever. We almost got to movie length. I'm going to keep working on my video. Keep an eye out for that. It'll probably come out Wednesday. I wish it came out Tuesday, but it'll probably come out Wednesday. Unless I like all-nighter it on Tuesday. It might come out Tuesday evening. We'll see. We'll see how that spins. But until then, you know, guys, isn't Pakshir new? He's not new. He's been in here once or twice, but Ashkan never hangs out this long, which I appreciate, Ashkan. Ashkan's been here start to finish, which I always appreciate. But no, Rams fan, by the way, in case you were wondering. So that's that. So anyways, guys, drop a like if you haven't already. Prayers up to JD5 and Mikael Williams and the New York Giants. Ashkan's known me for a while, known me for quite a long time. We go way back. He's my fantasy football rival, but also, you know, I'm a big supporter. It's a really complex relationship, but hey, we'll take it. Isn't that life? But anyways, guys, like I said, I feel like death. So I'm going to go rest, but you guys should probably do the same. Have a kick-ass rest of your night. Kick-ass tomorrow. You know where we'll be after, I think it's going to be a decent game. Cardinals, Cowboys. Hopefully it's high scoring. Believe the the Cowboys are favored, if I'm not mistaken. Cowboys minus 2.5 at home. I prefer them. I think they're going to win. So there you go. That's that. So we'll be here for that game. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got. You guys get some rest. Like I said, kick some ass this week. And we will be back tomorrow. See ya. Also got to post my rant on Super Hot Hunnaball. But yeah, anyway, have a sick night, fellas. Hunnaball.